Yo,
Yeah.
welcome to another Highdeas. This isn't a movie review, but it's a television show review under the Highdeas movie review banner with my boy, Phil Jones. What it do, brother?
How you doing?
Man, I'm just trying to prepare for my rest of my day. I still got another ridiculous podcast to shoot. The news that's been coming out today has been crazy. But let's talk about this Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 3, man. It had started out showing like an infomercial for the what's their name?
GRC.
GRC, and they was and some of the big points, the flag smasher, the leader, Carly, she finally killed some people. That was a big
her comfort zone. We noticed that.
Yeah, she
started getting a little bit to do with I think that was her mother that died.
I don't care who died, motherfucker. Why you killing all these people? Nah, but you know what? You know what though? Why were they hoarding 6 months of supplies if people needed them? You know, so I mean, she didn't have to kill him, but I get why you're doing, you know, what you're doing, what you're going over to do.
Right?
Did you peep at the beginning when they were showing Captain America going in to try to find Carly?
Yeah,
and
John Walker you started to see that's the John Walker we know.
You know what though? I actually like this. I actually like his character because Captain America was so straight edge and nice. It's good to see him. He's a little delusional. Like he letting the Captain America thing go into it. Say, you know who I am, dude. You only been Captain America for 1 week. What are you talking about?
Not even that, but the thing of it is, you now see that happening. You're like, oh, you entitled asshole.
And then
my man gave no fucks. He just spit right in his face. He said, "You ain't Captain America, motherfucker."
Well, he said, "I don't care," which was pretty much the same difference. I don't care that you're Captain America. I'm gonna spit in your face. And then the exchange between Cap and what was that? Battle. That's such a stupid name.
Oh my god!
When he was like, "Man, you know, basically, do you think they care about how it's done? As long as we get the job done, you know what I'm saying?" So I think we're going to see his character change significantly. You know what I do think? I think they may have lied about the super soldier serum, him having it, because remember when in this episode the guy said that it doesn't make you grow. It's more like it's subtle, and you're like strong and fast, but you can't see, like, you know how Captain America blew up. Right. So because the power, the people that has the super soldier serum, they're not big. Carly Morgenthau is still a little 5'2", 85-pound redhead soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, you got to look at it. Go back and look at Isaiah Bradley when he had the super soldier serum in him. That was the prime example. You're thinking like, damn, maybe he's gonna be looking like Cap. Nah, my man is old, and
no, I'm saying the new drug, the new serum that they went and killed the guy, whatever his stupid name is, the dude that shows up later. He tells them that he perfected the soldier's serum. That's what I'm saying.
But they used Bradley's blood for it.
Yeah, but he got all the components of the bull crap out, and he made it a perfect serum where you don't get big, where you don't get strong. And I didn't think Captain America had it because he looked pretty weak fighting Morgenthau. But then after he kind of said that, and then kind of seeing his attitude change, I think they're just trying to downplay maybe if he's taking the serum. I don't know.
What? We'll probably find out next week.
So then they go to check out. No, you skip it.
No.
We go to see Zemo.
Yeah.
And as soon as he sees Zemo tries to activate him with his code words, which I thought was funny.
Yo, Zemo sitting there like, look, man, help me help you.
Right.
You desperate. So get me out of prison. But the funny thing about it is how he had Bucky doing the hypothetically.
Right, while it was actually happening. Well, it already happened. It had already went down, and he's sitting there playing like he don't know what's going on.
But you know, I'm glad they showed that a lot. See, a lot of folks forgot that Baron Zemo had money.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that in the first time.
In the Civil War, yeah. But
so it was good to see them go back and like give him his royalty. My man got how you still got a private jet with the butler on the jet.
Man been on that jet for like 8 years.
8 years, bro. He got blipped, came back. He was still sitting on that joint like, all right, well, Zemo will be here soon.
You're back.
Right, I've been waiting for you.
He said the food, you know, I got some good food, but you know, the refrigerator acting. He said, this man Zemo's like, hey, yo, look, just give me the good stuff, but the shit stale, give it to them.
Right. Yeah, that was funny. That was
funny. I was like, damn.
He does it so casually, like, oh, and he doesn't make no faces. Oh, yeah. No. They're like, oh, yeah, hook me up. They're like, whatever. It's not good. So they hit up Madripoor. I was wondering if maybe, you know, I know everybody's, you know, expecting X-Men to come soon. I feel like even if we see X-Men or mutants, they're not going to say anything just yet. I think that we'll get a flashback in a few years or in whatever show that introduces them to Madripoor, and then we'll like see those people. They like in the background in Madripoor because we're only seeing a small section of Madripoor. There's a whole lot out of there. How did you feel about Sharon Carter? Do you think Sharon Carter? Pause. I think Sharon Carter is the power broker. Sharon Carter is not. She should not be that strong, bro. She beat up like 8 people.
Hey,
Sharon Carter.
Now hold on. Now she was trained by Shield,
bruh.
She was trained. Hold up. She was trained by Shield,
bruh.
That's one thing. 2, you on the run. It's fight or flight,
bruh. 8 people. I'm talking about. She was dogging stuff, and then remember after they killed the dude, because we're jumping ahead. They find the location. Sharon Carter gives. They first try to find this woman who has knowledge of the serum. Shelby. They go see Shelby after they had to basically play these roles where Falcon had to be the smiling tiger, Bucky had to be the Winter Soldier, and Zemo was Zemo. And they had a great fight scene in there, and it was funny seeing Panther. I mean, I said Panther. Falcon taking that shot. He was like, it was
tiger, yeah.
And then I love the part where Baron Zemo was in the club dancing. Hit the little
I couldn't, you know, my reaction to that was just like,
I thought that was so funny, bro. He was in that joke.
I was like, we really seeing this?
Yeah. Man, he been locked up.
Humor here?
He been locked up. He needs a little So they end up meeting Selby, excuse me, and Sam's phone goes off. He tries to play it off, but his sister, of course, says his name at the end of the call. And Selby's like, Sam. And right when she says Sam, bow! Sharon Carter shoots her through the window. And she shows up. It was, you know, I really enjoy this show. It goes from grounded to action to it just plays with your emotions. Like, God. So then they end up finding this guy. They go in there and with the serum, and he explains, you know, the whole process of the serum and everything he's went through and how he got it from a guy, which we know is Bradley. He just calls him a guy, which pissed off the Falcon, especially being another fellow black hero. You know what I'm saying? And so as soon as they found out what they needed to find out, Zemo shot his ass. And before that, Sharon Carter was on her way to where they were, and she was whipping everybody from here to the Capitol, bro. She was putting hands, paws, guns, claws, stab marks on everything. And when she was leaving, she hops in a car. She looks like a boss. She has a woman opening her door, closing her door, and she says, "Yo, we have a problem." You know, like, and I don't know if that means your guy, your chemist was just murdered, and you don't have the serum anymore because she's cold. I mean, somebody sent Morgenthau that message that says, "You stole my stuff. I'm gonna come kill you." But see, that was the GR. It's confusing. Is the GRB?
That's the power broker right there.
Okay.
Because remember, go back to
but they stole the vaccines. Don't they come from the GRB or C, whatever it's called?
See, the power broker, you got to catch the key things, the Easter eggs all around. The power broker sees everything.
I keep seeing those signs.
And like when you get that mindset, the power broker, in a way, like you think of it like as a 1984 kind of mindset with Orson. He's Big Brother. He's overseeing everything. He's funding the GRC.
Right.
The power broker is giving the funding to the government, banks all over the world. So you got to figure out, like, as you said with Sharon, like, she's definitely working for him. She has to.
It's something. Maybe she's working for the power broker, which is why she's saying, you know, she's telling him, like, hey, we got a problem. People keep thinking it's Thunderbolt Ross. I would hate if it's Thunderbolt Ross, only because, like, how many roles is one man supposed to play? Like, he's gonna be Red Hawk at one point. He's already Ross now, and then you're gonna be the power broker. It's just too much.
That's too. Yeah, you're right. That is too much because the power broker had his whole story, and then you got Thunderbolt Ross. You know, he does his whole thing. You know what he's doing, what leads him to being a Red Hulk, and then all hell breaks loose with that. And
yeah,
you don't want to have one character carrying two comic book characters' stories.
Right. Like Batman versus Superman. Like they ruined that movie trying to put the death of Superman in there with the what was those two storylines? That was the worst movie ever. It was the death of Superman, and it's the John when he fought Batman. It was both of those.
I want to say Dark Knight Rises. I want to say
I can't even remember.
Was it Dark Knight? Frank Miller. It was Frank Miller's version.
Ugh, it smells horrible. But yeah, man.
Yeah, we don't look. I'm gonna tell you this. We now know they're starting to get the mindset of you need to get the shield back, Sam.
Yeah, they actually see Marvel kind of messes up things. They spoil their own stuff on accident. And they released, I had seen they released some action figures. And they have, I'm not going to tell you to finish action figures, but they basically spoil how this show is going to turn out. They show two characters. I ain't going to say which one, but they show what their final attire looks like. And it's a spoiler of the show, which I won't do for you now. But if you care to know, go and look up the new Marvel action figures that they just dropped, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But they I'm trying to figure out, we got 3 episodes left. And at the end, as we was getting towards the tail end of the episode, well, actually the end of the episode, they were Zemo and Sam and Bucky were all walking. Bucky said he needed to take a step off. And he had seen one of those Wakanda beads or whatever. And so one of the Wakanda women showed up. And that's how they kind of left us on and they asking for Zemo. They want Zemo. You know, so how are you going to explain? Look, they don't probably want to hear that. The Wakanda's like, we don't care. We want Zemo.
She said, you know that's the same one That's the same chick from last time from Civil War that was like, I will give it to Black Widow. Face move or be moved.
Right. Her name
was like, oh shit, it's gonna be good.
But she's not the one that I thought she was. She's the second in command. The one, because I had to look. I was like, I know they didn't recast my girl. That would have made me mad.
No.
Okay, yeah, I had to look that up. I was like, all right, good. They didn't recast her. So she's an original from the original movies. This one that showed up. So I was like, all right, that's cool. But they all look like with the bald head, so it's kind of hard to distinguish which one was which. But yeah, man. These next 3 episodes, I'm sure they're going to have to. They got to give us more on Bradley. How are you going to squeeze in 3 episodes? Falcon becoming Cap. Cap becoming U.S. agent, I guess. Is Zemo going to start the Thunderbolts? Because he's the original founder.
Yeah, the original founder of the Thunderbolts.
Before Ross comes in. So maybe that could be he gets started here in the last episode, and Ross kind of joins in the SheHulk series down the line or something.
And here's the other thing. I think now you got to remember we're going to see Ross in Black Widow.
Yeah, but that's a prequel.
But it would give you an idea of what Ross was doing during that time frame.
Yeah, I understand.
And then you get the jump. And I think, yeah, you'll go to around probably what She-Hulk to get the understanding, like, oh.
You know who? If at the end of Black Widow, he turns into Red Hulk. That would be cool. Like,
that would be interesting.
Because now he's already out. He's established as being Hulk. You don't have to do the whole. You don't have to spend too much time doing a whole backstory because you've already did that in a movie. You know,
right?
I need the real Hulk. What I need is World Breaker Hulk. I need my Hulk back. They didn't ruin the Hulk. They got him doing selfies and smiling. This is the Hulk. This is the Incredible Hulk. He is like the greatest character ever, and they got him over there smiling. So now I have to
travel.
God, Lee, I'm so mad at what they did to the Hulk, man.
I want to see Hulk come back. I mean, you have Hulk with like a little bit of knowledge, but I need him to get back to where he was whooping people's asses. I mean, the way you saw him in Endgame, he was like,
wow.
Oh, Hulk, break that. Oh,
yeah, bro, that was stupid. I was pissed. He showed up in the Hulk Buster, bro. I was pissed. I was so angry. I was like, are you serious? Y'all had him get whipped, like beaten to submission by Thanos in the movie before, and then y'all don't even have him show up.
Now, if you remember when we first saw the trailer for not Endgame, but Infinity War, we saw Hulk and Wakanda, everybody charging towards the battle, and you saw Hulk like right there.
Yeah, nah, they lied to us on that one. They play games with us, bro.
Okay, so look, I sat there and listened to the Russo brothers. The Russo brothers said they had a lot taken out.
They had a 3-hour movie. I mean, how
technically speaking, the Russo brothers said they could have their own Snyder Cut style.
Nah, I'm good. I've already watched one 4-hour movie, and that's the last 4-hour movie I will ever watch.
Hey, bro, look, I can do it. I can pull it off.
Phil, it's not that the movie. Look, if it was 4 hours long from the point of the climax to the conclusion, fine. But you gave me a climax. You gave me a conclusion at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Why did you have 23 minutes left? You showing me the future. Fuck the future. I want to cut the movie off. I want to cut it off, Phil. I took 4 breaks to watch that movie. 4. I had to eat. I had to take a shower. I had to wash clothes, and then I had to cook. This was an all-day thing. And it was a good movie. But that last 30 minutes, I felt could have been it could have been saved for another day or something. I just didn't. I was like, bro, it's 4 hours, and y'all showing me.
I can probably explain it, but I don't want to explain it. Like I did it that one day, and I was like, I figured why they showed that. I understand the whole nightmare sequence, because the nightmare sequence actually did happen, but because Barry went back in time, he caused a ripple in the timeline. Bruce is basically seeing from an alternate timeline what happened with him when they lost.
Are you sure? Or is this like Darkseid coming back?
No. Oh, Darkseid gonna come back, but that's what it definitely was.
He was dreaming.
He was dreaming, but it's actually a memory from an alternate time.
Yeah.
That fucking Flashpoint shit, man. You gotta be like,
you know what's crazy? They did Flashpoint amazing on TV on the CW. Do you watch The Flash?
I do, but I don't watch it that much anymore because it just went flat.
I haven't seen this last episode because the pandemic ruined it. But man, I want to say, what was the first season, second season? It was one season where he broke off into 2 flashes. Who was that again? Zoom? Yo, he broke off into, that was so, yo, I watched Smallville for 10 years. I love that show, but it was so repetitive. And they never let us see Superman. Even on the last freaking episode, we don't even get to see him in the outfit.
This man, all he wearing is some Wrangler jeans, that damn red jacket, and a blue t-shirt.
Bro, it was ridiculous.
It was frustrating, but I enjoyed the series. Have you seen Superman and Lois?
No, I did see that they made a Superman Lois. I know it's gonna be freaking great. I know it's gonna be great.
It's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. Because that's what I want. If you're going to give me Superman, can I see Superman? Like my 2 greatest favorite comic book people ever. And it's cliche, Superman and Hulk. I love those 2 guys. And you know who's been ruined the most in the movies that are created? Superman and the Hulk. How do you ruin and you know what? And this is what I wanted to say. I know this is a Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We're gonna go over it slightly. I was reading your boy Dwayne Johnson. That man got so much power that he is about to bring back the Snyderverse. My man got.
Hold up. First off,
that's power.
Hamada, that's the head producer for like the DC comic films. He ain't shit.
Okay.
I saw the concept arts today because Zack Snyder was going to add Jon Stewart into Justice League. We were going to have Jon Stewart.
Huh?
Yeah.
You mean a comedian?
No, Jon Stewart, like Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah.
Black Green Lantern.
Yeah. No, but see, I keep saying they talking about they're going to make Green Lantern a white guy.
Not. If it comes back to Snyder, they're going to go back with Jon Stewart.
Right.
And I was just like, this is great. This is what everybody was wanting. And you kept hearing about these rumors and reports about them like looking at this black actor to be Jon Stewart. They're looking at him to be Jon Stewart and whatnot. He was calling in folks to do these casting calls to play Jon Stewart. He wanted guys to be in shape. He wanted to see how they would be in the costume. He wanted to see how they would approach the role. Wanted to see how they do the little takes and whatnot. And Hamada just said, "No, we're not going to do it."
First one of the day, bruh. I've been weaning myself down and off.
Oh,
I want to So now my poor lungs, if I start too late in the day, man, I'd be it'd be right here, deep in the core, right in the solar plex, right there.
So
But
let me see if you can say it. That would have been
okay. Yeah,
that's how Jon Stewart was going to look. The suit was going to look good.
I don't think, because I didn't know why they was putting out the Snyderverse copy until I read the background. He lost his daughter, or something happened with his daughter. So, okay, so he shouldn't, because of that, he shouldn't lose his spot as a director. That movie
that's what
was
I'm
a
saying.
it was
William
a good movie.
Ramada ain't shit. They're not. They have ruined a lot of DC films that were supposed to come out, and I felt that Ava DuVernay, she was working on New Gods. That should have came out. Mm-hmm. That would have been good. You would have got the understanding the whole Dark Side story, and then his whole like what led to this, what led to that, and you probably would end up seeing that little clip where he got his ass beat. Yes, he got his ass beat. Oh, I got beat by Zeus. Yeah, you kind of get the whole gist of things, and then you look at later on in the years how he got stronger and got the old Omega beam and whatnot and shit, and then it opens up more for that whole universe.
Right. They said, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you said a name that made me think of somebody. They said that, Zeus. They said Zeus is coming to Love and Thunder.
Oh shit!
They said Russell Crowe was supposed to play him. It was supposed to be hidden, but it was released that Russell Crowe was supposed to play Zeus.
So, sir, when there's Zeus, there's Hercules. And when there's Hercules, we have the new Avengers.
But my thing is, I'm so confused by Zeus because I thought that was Odin's character.
No,
I know they got Hercules, and I know that there is a Hercules character because they have the whole pantheon, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But man.
You know what, Phil? I got a better idea for what we should do from now on. What? When we do these, we should just talk about the Marvel, the DC, just talk about all of them, just hit them all in one on Friday, all the new news.
All right.
Content. That's what we'll do. So it'll be a Marvel, DC, whatever type of news channel.
Cause you know what's funny? There's some folks that be asking me about Black Lightning.
Bro, please, you make me a believer because everybody keeps saying everybody keeps saying it's a good show.
Okay, look, I'll be real. In the beginning, it was slightly corny, but it was before they had the whole crisis, it was like basically looking at someone that had super abilities in the real world. You look at things now with them now adding Gotham. They have Metropolis they talk about now. Now you can roll with it.
Right.
It's a good show. They still cover real things, like especially with being a black man in America and shit. He's still not going to turn away from that because I'm going to be real. Over the years, when you would have like a black hero, like people would like, just like, oh yeah, he's fine, yeah. we still getting pulled over by the damn cops and shit.
All right.
So
I love that in the second episode where they showed that.
Yeah, they need, bro.
That was a beautiful episode because because Bucky. It's a lot of times just like now with the ability for people to see how police treat us. They're often like taken back, like aghast. Oh my goodness, this is what y'all deal with? And you can see Bucky's face when that was happening. He's just like, what are y'all doing?
I mean, you see how you kind of like toned down because look, you see on episode 3, they're on the airplane. They talking about, you look at Bucky's book and Sam's like, huh, that's the same book that Cap had. Have you listened to Marvin Gaye? He's like, well I like my 1940s music, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because that's
Zeno was like, bro, you don't listen to Marvin Gaye? That's
Phil. When he had time to listen to Marvin Gaye?
Hold on, he's had time lately.
The man been frozen. He only comes out to murder, get frozen again, comes out to fight, frozen again. Okay, and to piggyback off the story, the black white, me and Rod had his boy Greg with us. We was in Crofton.
All right.
Right when pandemic start.
Yeah.
Going to a basketball court. We turn in this neighborhood. There's a food truck. And this is when they was really like, don't be around, stay 6 feet, don't come outside, right? It's a food truck with like 50 people, 50 white people. Not being, I'm just telling you the facts of the story. About 50 white people out there. It's my black ass, Rod light skin's ass, and Greg's white ass, right? So we thinking we good. We found the basketball court.
Yeah.
It's by itself. We start walking over there. They step in like, excuse me, do y'all live around here? Because Rod he didn't live in that neighborhood, but he lived.
But he
lived across the street type jump on the other side. And so they was like, "Do you live over here?" No, they basically was like, "No, we can't be over there." And Greg I didn't say nothing because normally I'm the one that says. I just let them. Greg was so taken back. He was going back and forth with him, and I was just sitting there looking at him. And when we got in the car, he was just like, "Yo, that is crazy." That's it. See. That's a small scale of what we deal with, bro. Yeah. Just a basketball court that wasn't even near y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, so it was good that they threw that in there because a lot of times people think that we be lying about what we be going through, getting pulled over, getting jacked up, getting slammed on the floor, getting profiled, being called out because you got hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. So I love the realism of that show. What a freaking change from WandaVision. Wow.
But you know what?
I can't wait for Loki.
I'm so glad they have Malcolm Spellman, a black man, directing this show.
Oh, because you know he's going to put those in there.
You
got to tell the story. You have to. I'm sorry. But see, that's the whole message that Falcon is trying. When he said to them in episode 2, maybe you and Cap will never understand. You would never understand this. And he didn't say what this is, but he was just like that. I felt I made the right decision. No, I understood what he meant. You don't understand what it is to be a black man that is going to be the American simp. What? Like,
so I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that right there because eventually when he does take over, he runs back into Walker. And Walker is like, this people, the society does not want you as Captain America. And you start to get the gist because you're black.
Right.
And when you read the first issue, when they finally introduced Sam as Captain America, you have some people that love it. And then you like, why is he black? Blah, 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 blah. Bro, I'm telling you this. When you had that issue was going on, and then when they brought back Steve, and then it was you skip past Civil War and they had Secret Empire, where he ended up turning into Hydra.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention to how they were treating the Inhumans because it was just like how you be seeing MAGA and how they were treating immigrants coming across the border and shit.
But that's basically what the X-Men are. The X-Men are a symbol. They're like a symbolism of not like black people, but like it's like how was it described? The discrimination.
Yeah.
Right. Minority struggle. Right. Bro, it's just, man, it's
when I'm telling you, I still got I was like, those issues are so iconic. I'm like, nah, I can't. I had to get them laminated because I'm like, if you really look at it and what Sam was doing, it was like Sam had to do what damn Harriet Tubman and folks had to do, getting slaves across the border and shit.
Right.
I was like, yo, the way they had his side story going on during a Secret Empire, I was like, these writers, these creators in these comics, they understand what's going on,
Right.
and and you know, a couple of these guys, look, to this day, if you don't know who Dwayne McDuffie is, look him up.
If you don't know who Dwayne Johnson is, look him up because that guy is about to bring back the Snyderverse because he's that powerful in Hollywood. That
Sir,
here we go. My man said, no. I want Zack Snyder and I want his universe, or The Rock is out. The Rock says that I canceled the contract.
You already know he flexed.
He probably hit with the people's eyebrow. The Rock says, you know what I'm saying? If you smell what The Rock is cooking, that's what he told him. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the eyebrow.
The Rock says, you're going to bring back Zack Snyder, or The Rock is going to Marvel. That's what The Rock probably told him. The Rock says,
it doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah, right. He says, oh, it doesn't matter what you want. I want Zack Snyder.
And look, somebody was like, well, you know, we had our problem. Shut up, bitch.
Right. It doesn't matter. Shut your ass up. But yeah, man.
I'm glad he's. I like what The Rock's been doing, and I do like what he's about to do with, you know, side note with CFL and the XFL.
I think that's going to be
successful. That's going to be groundbreaking.
What does he touch that hasn't been successful? I mean, everything the man touched is gold. What is better than gold? Like, it's
shit.
It's meteorite. This nigga's just out of this world. Like plutonium. I don't know.
And see them bringing that back. That gives a big opportunity to guys that weren't really getting the opportunity they should have been getting.
Right.
Now you're like, damn, you know, I thought I was gonna have to deal with like, you know, CFL rules, and bro, they're gonna be on that. It's gonna be a big pay scale now.
A bigger, slightly. Depends, because it depends. I mean, is he putting his money into it? Is he getting loans, investors, blah blah blah? But I mean, I just feel like The Rock, his image is better than Vince McMahon's. Like,
absolutely,
people feel like they can trust The Rock. Vince McMahon he does some stuff all the time. And can I just to regress on our conversation? I got to be honest with you. I got to tell you a little secret here. Because I was no longer a fan of the DCEU because of that Batman vs Superman movie. It was so egregious. I forgave them for letting them have Batman kill Zod in the first damn movie. I forgave them for that. You know what I'm saying? I even forgave them for putting Ben Affleck in a Batman suit after he couldn't even do Daredevil right. I forgave them for that.
We don't speak of that. I
forgave them for that. Oof. But then you bring these two iconic characters together for the first time, at least I can remember, on screen. And you have Superman look very underwhelming. You don't give Doomsday the appropriate time on screen. Doomsday is not a 15-minute character. He is a whole. That's where your 3-hour movie comes from. You're setting up for Apocalypse. You're not even done with Doomsday. And then you have Superman look weak. And Wonder Woman, I didn't even know Wonder Woman was supposed to be in the goddamn movie. She just shows up extra strong, stronger than everybody. She put the weapon on Doomsday. And then you kill Superman. And then you kill him. Oh, bro. The Martha? The Martha?
You know Martha?
Oh, my goodness. Not Martha.
Martha.
Hey, next time I'm getting beat up, I'm going to just say my mother's name. Benita. And I hope he be like, even if it's not his mom's name, he can be like, what? Why you say that? I'm like,
yeah, I thought it would work.
I thought it would work. Like, are you done? Leave it alone. Bro, that was so stupid. So I can say that Zack Snyder, literally, this movie, yes, it was long, but this movie was so good to me that I was like, I'm interested now in seeing Whatever. I didn't even watch Aquaman yet, bro. So now I'm gonna go watch Aquaman. Now I'm gonna go and actually catch up with everything. And
I like Aquaman better.
I love Cyborg. I love the characters. I love their darker tone than Marvel's like the little lighter, so that's cool.
But I'm gonna say this. You see how they shitted on Cyborg. They didn't want, and how they first did the original, how they did the that shit version of Justice League. You saw how they made him like.
I didn't watch it, bro.
Oh my god,
that came after Batman and Superman, right? So I was not watching it. I was not going to watch anything ever again with them. They had lost me as a fan and a movie watcher for them.
But check this out. Cyborg was supposed to be the main piece to everything. I'm glad that in the Snyder Cut it was shown, because Zack Snyder said right after this he wanted to have Cyborg's movie done right away before they focus on like Justice League 2 and whatnot.
Right.
And I'm just glad that we saw a black hero as the focal point of that group, really.
Yeah.
Because everybody thought it was going to be really Superman, but if you really look at it, that entire movie,
no, it was Cyborg. Cyborg was getting it, bro. He was cracking the systems. He was pulling out the big weapons. He was.
Hey, bro, he was giving stimulus.
He had the best hairline on the best shape up. My man has a quarter of a head, but he still has the best shape up ever.
Hey, hold on. Did you get the Cyborg stimulus plan?
Bruh.
The Cyborg stimulus plan. It was better than Trump's and Joe's.
I wish he would hook me up.
My man was like, he said, "Oh, send."
I wouldn't even need all of that. You know what? I wouldn't have intern. I would have took not all of it, but a little bit of it and gave it to somebody else.
Nah,
bruh. He gave him like $100 million. Over 100. Come on.
He said, "I'm quitting the diner, baby."
Damn, bro. I wish I go to my bank account tomorrow and that John do that. I'd be like, woo. Oh, insufficient funds? Oh, never mind. $55 million. What? I'm out.
You know what gets me? The whole the Batman memes. It'd be like a security guard working at LexCorp, just doing his regular 9-to-5 job. Batman comes in and breaks his spine. Where's the kryptonite?
Right.
Bro, I mean, if you really think about it, all the security guards that would like say, "Hey, freeze, Batman. You can't go in there." Batman breaks your arm, breaks your wrist. All the motherfuckers became henchmen. That's why they be walking, they be looking like, "Motherfucker, I work for the Joker now because you fucked me up, man. I gotta provide for my family doing this shit." He get fucked up even more now. And then look, Batman. It was funny because it was that one episode when Dick Grayson had quit being Robin and became Nightwing.
I love
Batman felt so bad, like, damn, I fucked this dude up in front of his family.
Yeah.
Fast forward, like, yeah, Mr. Wayne, he gave me a good job. I'm making about $22 an hour now. Just come in here, do 10 to 6, free coffee. Shit, thank God I'm not near the Batman. It changed my life around when he fucked me up. Motherfucker, like, damn, what happened to your wrist? The Batman did it.
It'd be so many different people in the city. What's wrong with you? The Batman broke my ankle, man. I got in this way when he was chasing the Riddler, and he broke my damn femur.
Funny, they actually did a comic issue where everybody sued Batman. They were like, they took Batman to court. Like, man, I was just doing my job. I didn't know he was like a whole criminal mastermind. Right. I'm getting paid like $17 an hour. I'm trying to provide. I'm just trying to work a little bit of overtime and shit. Put my kids through school. Here come Batman dropping his whole big ass foot into my ass. It's a whole foot in my ass, Your Honor.
I was going to say something about the King Kong crap.
Oh shit! All I know is Kong got his ass beat.
Yeah, he did. Hey, bro, was Godzilla's arms always that long? Because he had some reach on them dunks. So I thought his
You know
arm.
what? That's what got me. I was like, nah, they gave that motherfucker a vantage reach.
Bro, advantage, reach, and speed. Like Kong hit him with a ultimate punch. That first jump with the bow, and he, bro, as
Yes.
soon as he hit him, Godzilla threw a jab on him, a hook, like I was like, how he throw that jump so fast?
See, that's
It dropped him.
See, that's what was bullshit. That motherfucker always had the little ass arms and shit.
That's
All
what I thought.
he could do would bite your ass, beat your ass with his tail, and waddle.
But my man was like giving him work. But the funny part was when the Megalodon came out that jump, he was giving him WWE beatdown, like dragging him through the building beatdown.
Godzilla was fucking him up.
He was metal.
Huh?
He was metal. I was like, how are y'all supposed to beat this big metal machine, bro? Like he was shooting rockets.
Hey, hey, look.
He has lasers.
What's funny? I was looking at Kong. I was like, hey, that nigga Kong was like, nah, you know, let him get his ass beat. I'm gonna just lay here.
Bro, he was chilling.
Little girl,
he was almost dead. Remember? Because they had to do something.
And then little girl like, my aunt,
yeah,
he's your friend, man. I'm like,
Kong was like, bruh,
he just whooped my ass, girl.
Yeah. You talking about he not the enemy? He is the enemy. He just kicked my butt.
He just whooped my ass on World Star.
And then Godzilla was like, Kong was like, fine. And then he cracked his shoulder in. I was like, yeah.
Hey, bro, he did some rigged shit off of Lethal Weapon. Oh shit! Kong came up. You look, Godzilla was gonna lose that fight if it wasn't for Kong.
Oh yeah, he was about to die right there. Like, bruh, Kong would have died too. It would look once he was done killing Godzilla, he would have just turned around and started killing Kong. So I mean, there was nothing. They needed each other for that one.
Hey, look, Kong sitting there at the end of this shit. Godzilla like, we good, fam.
Right.
This nigga like, God, man, what the fuck you want, man? I'm tired. I just want to go back to my natural habitat. You got my ass out of here. I don't like these people. They're racist.
I don't know. That movie was so. I like the fighting, but
the fighting was good. That's the only reason why I saved the movie.
Yeah, the story was horrible. Just the whole story, that wormhole part. That wormhole part, and then Godzilla blowing a hole through the earth to get there was, just
the fact that he knew he was right there,
bruh. He almost hit him with it. Was like at his feet. Like, yeah, they just threw me off. I'm just saying they had this dramatic scene of them falling through a wormhole, and this guy just blows through said wormhole right to ground. Like I was like, yo, y'all had time to reshoot some things and y'all didn't. And y'all just but I hope it does well because I do want to see them again. Like I would love to see them rumble it out with less talking from everybody else.
So we get Mortal Kombat coming up. That's next. Supposedly, during the summer, we're supposed to get the 4th Matrix.
I thought that was at the end of the year.
Is it the end of the year now?
I thought it was, but I know it's coming this year. I could have sworn it said December.
Damn. A Suicide Squad looks good.
I didn't see that trailer yet. I'm gonna check it out.
Look at the trailer. It's good. The red band and the theatrical trailer.
I was sitting here watching because I actually watched the Winter Soldier on my phone while I was driving to Philly this morning for work. So I was watching it real quick, and I tell you, as soon as you leave your system alone for a length of time, That joint just popped up. Was like, I'm about to turn off. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. So, yeah. But yeah, man. What you got? What you got going on the Unfiltered Truth, brother?
Oh man, more draft talk. Looking at these mock drafts, madness. I think I might end up frying Dan Orlowski, talking that BS, talking about Justin Fields. You know what? Fuck it. I just go on and talk about. Yeah, I talk about how everybody says a black quarterback should be moving to wide receiver or tight end, or maybe he should play running back. The fuck, man? I get tired of that shit. And that was a bullshit narrative that's always been pushed around for decades.
Lamar Jackson, Vic, Robert Griffin. It's ridiculous because you never necessarily hear that about Matt Jones. You're not hearing that about what's my man from Clemson.
You know what I'm saying? About Trevor Lawrence. Hey Trevor, have you thought about playing wide receiver?
Right.
The only white quarterback I heard
was Tebow.
That should have played. Well, besides Tebow, but recently that should have did like a position change was Trace McSorley. They asked if he was willing to play safety, which he has experience playing that. But you go down the list. Terrell Pryor, I mean, he was already a wide receiver, but still, I felt like if he had the right system, the right teacher to help him, he would have been a solid quarterback. I don't see everybody wants to go on and say, oh, Haskins is automatically a bust. I think Haskins shouldn't have never went to Washington. I think Haskins being in Pittsburgh right now, I think that's the best thing for him.
I think
where he can learn.
I don't think it was necessarily going to Washington. I think it was going to Washington under that crap ass quarterback Jay Gruden, who did not like the boy and put him on the practice squad only to throw him in without any practice. Just threw him into the middle of a season and completely destroyed his confidence. That's what happened.
And see, that's what I'm saying. When you look at some of these guys, I'm like, when you throw them into shitty situations, you don't have the right coach, the right personnel that's putting them in a position to succeed. Everybody say, "Oh, he's terrible. He's not a good quarterback." No, look at the coaching staff. Don't just jump at the player right away. Look at what he's surrounded around. I even say this shit. Sam Darnold. I'm gonna say this. People think the Jets need to go in and get another quarterback. If you look at the time that Sam Darnold is protected and his guys get open, he gets the job done. I go back and look at film from last week when he played against the Niners defense, against his shitty line. He avoided sacks. He avoided Bosa from blowing him up and threw it downfield and got it 7.
Too many people are quick to write off people. The dude don't have no damn weapons. So I can't. So I still feel that Darnold can ball, but
I think if you get Darnold another tackle, you got a big tackle now on one side. You get it on the other. You already managed to get a running back. You got multiple receivers now. You have your tight end coming back healthy that you gave that hefty contract to. You have a good defense now. I say you stick with Darnold.
Well, look, y'all can catch all this hot takes right there. Phil Jones, Facebook, but most likely Phil Jones on Twitter. That's where I see most of his acts. No, I see him on both actually. You do him on both.
Yeah, but my man is on Twitter.
But yeah, man, bruh. Until next Friday.
Oh man, you know what? I meant to tell you one. You got Amazon Prime?
Yeah, sadly.
And watch Invincible.
You mean the football movie or something? Was it?
No. It's based off a comic book. Watch Invincible. Just watch that first episode. Watch that whole first episode and tell me what you think.
All right.
Because you're gonna be like, the fuck?
Let me write this down. I normally have paper around here somewhere.
Did you smoke it?
Yeah, that. But I'm gonna write it in my phone. Invincible on Amazon Prime. Yeah. All right. Well, I would check it out, and I would definitely have that update for you on our next show, Invincible. It better be good. Over here playing games, maybe watch.
I'm playing games with shows, bro.
Playing
with emotions.
Have me watching some crappy movie, man.
Oh, bro, I don't do that.
But yeah, man, Phil, thank you for coming on. We're gonna do this again next week.
All right.
And go follow Phil Jones, NFL. I'm the Hefe Hippie. We out. Smoke weed.